Your truck is the center of your work life, and for an owner-operator, it's a huge investment and a big risk. Now, I want you to meet an owner-operator who ran on down to Winnsboro, South Carolina, and said, "Hey, Mack, make me a truck." His name is Ron Lemke, and his wife shot this in Litchfield, Michigan, so Ron could introduce us to his truck.
This is our 1993 truck, Mack Truck. It's so new yet, we haven't even got our name painted on the side yet, but that will be done.
It was built here at the Mack Truck factory in Winnsboro, South Carolina. Ron was present at the birth.
Well, I got here on September 1st thinking my truck was going to be done, and it was just going on the line. It hadn't started yet. So the company, said, well, you can stay here and watch it or come back at a later date. And I said, no, I'll stay here. I took the tour of the plant and really got to learn how the truck was made and how the company and the employees work as a team together to try to turn out a very good product, the best they can.
The man who led Ron through the process was Chick Horrocks, Winnsboro's Quality Engineering Unit Manager. What's that mean?
My job specifically involves things that go wrong.
What you are watching is not Ron watching his truck get built. We weren't around for that, unfortunately. And this is not a reenactment of Ron watching his truck get built. What do you think this is, America's Most Wanted? No, Ron came down to Winnsboro to walk through with us and to ask more questions. Let's start at the beginning, at the dock where they unload the frames.
Ron, this is the area where we receive our frames. The frames are made put together by the Dana Corporation in Lugolf, South Carolina, which is about 30 miles over the road. We receive the frame just in time, and it's received in what we call a paint-ready condition, which means that all bare metal parts have had at least one coat of primer. This is where the chassis starts its life. Okay, Ron, as the chassis comes out of the receiving area, it'll come onto the line, and we add different bracketries. For example, exhaust outriggers, battery box brackets and battery boxes, and all the different valves that are required.
What do they call this bolt that sticks out here like this?
That's a huck bolt. The CH chassis is completely uses all huck bolts, and it's a bolt that's the nut is swedged on under great pressure with special guns, and they're tight. They'll never come loose. Okay.
So it's better than the old grade 8 bolt that you tighten up.
We went to this because it's positive for torque, retention. Parts just don't come off the chassis.
The engines, most of which come from Mack's Maryland factory, get installed on the chassis line.
Each engine will come out to the assembly line right to the chassis that it belongs to. Okay, and of course, on the CH model, we installed just the Mack engine, but on the CL model, we'll install Detroit diesels, Caterpillar engines, and the Mack V8. What we're doing here is just building upon one process upon another in a logical manner.
While the chassis is moving along this line, the cabs are moving along their own line.
Up to this point, what we've done is we've got the treadle valve on, we've got the breakaway valve, the air manifold, the knee brackets, wiper motors are in, and as this cab goes down the line, again, it's the same process, just building, one step upon the other. Ron, what's happening in here? This is the paint booth, and we're in the base coat booth. We're using base coat, clear coat paint system, which is the latest automotive technology.
No Mack would be complete without the dog.
Ron, we're now at cab mounting, and of course, as you see, it's a sleeper cab that's being mounted. We marry our sleeper box to the cab in a different area of the plant, and then we'll install the sleeper box unit in the same amount of cycle time as we do a standard day cab. It really doesn't make any difference what kind of cab we're installing. Of course, there's a little bit different process, but it goes in the same amount of time. And again, Everything is going by line set, and this cab was built, just for this chassis. They bring it in, they lower it down. It takes a lot of teamwork.
Yeah, there's a lot of people working on it right at the present time.
It's just about a truck now.
Do you feel like closer to your truck if you saw it all the way?
Yes, I really do feel closer to it.
So if you see a blue Mack that says West Wind on the door, say hi to Ron and tell him you saw him on Make Me a Truck.
And Tom, this is for you. Blee, that's all, folks.
Thanks, Ron. In Winsboro, South Carolina, I'm Tom D'Antoni for Trucker TV.